येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्. So this is a prayer to Panini and the other two bhashyakaras and vakyakaras. So Panini's grammar, as you know, is just a sutras. And just if we read the sutras, it's not possible for us to understand what is his encoded language. So to decode it, we have the bhashyakaras and vakyakara, vartikas, they are called. Like, what is the meaning of this sutra? So first, we pray to that Panini who yena akshara samamnayam. Akshara samamnaya is like the collection of the aksharas, the Shiva Sutrani, the sounds that aksharas that came out of Shiva's Damaru. That is what we believe. Maheshwara Sutrani. If you have that book, you have it at on the first page of that book. You have that, right? All those the letters, the alphabets. So yena akshara samamnayam adhigamya maheshwarat, having gotten it from Maheshwara. Kritsnam vyakaranam proktam. Kritsnam is in its entirety. What did he say? Vyakaranam. He made this vyakarana. Tasmai paninaye namaha. So we bow to that Panini. And next shloka is the bhashyakaras who did the commentary. Bhashyakara is the commentators. Vakyakaram vararuchim bhashyakaram patanjalim paninim sutrakarancha pranatosmi munitrayam. All three rishis, we pray, we bow down and we pay our respects to them and get their blessings to study in this vyakarana. Okay? So in the last class, we did the chartva. What is the chartva? What's the sutra for the chartva? It's in your book. Kharicha. Right? And what does that mean? The consonants except the nasals and semivowels, when followed by hard consonants, substitute the first letter of their group of consonants, whatever the group belong to. Like, for example, Anushtuk, it is changed to, ba is changed to pa when followed by a kathora vyanjana. And then we also learned the jashtva sandhi. And I think, let me share that also with you. This. Right? We looked at the examples. Right? We shared the jashtva. Did we do the examples of jashtva last time? Right? I don't know.
Yes,
we went through.
Yes,
right.
We did. Yeah.
Okay. And Jhalam Jashonte is jashtva, wherein the first, when the consonants except the nasals at the end of the word, when followed by a vowel or a soft consonant, take the third letter. Like we see here, Jagat Guru, Jagad Guru, Mahad Idam, Mahad Idam. So today, we also did the Anunasika Sandhi, didn't we?
Yes, ma'am.
We did.
Yes, we did. Okay. So Anunasika is the ka, kha, ga, gha, and when there is it is the na, ma, normally na, ma, na, if then the adesha is the nasal of that. That is why it is Anunasika. And the examples, Sat, Mati, Sanmati, like that. So Sat is the one, And then we have the mati in the front, so satmati. We have some other examples in the book if you look also. Like etat murari, the na, and you have the kara is changing to nakara, like that. Okay. All right. So the next one was anuswara. Anuswara is monuswara. If ma is followed by any consonant, then ma is replaced by anuswara. And this one, I think I also told, like if it comes in the middle of a shloka, then it is the anuswara. Otherwise, at the end of the pada, it is as right? I gave you the, showed you the examples also. Like here, for example, if sutram was at the end, you don't change this ma with a anuswara here. Sutram stays at ma, it doesn't change. However, malayam, it is followed by something, so that makara, it changed to anuswara. The way you say it doesn't change, because in that one you have still that makara is there even when you say the anuswara. But chalayam, the way you write it is like that. Okay, dharmam chara. Actually, here the way you write it is the is not anuswara. If it is together, then you use that ya, cha, cha, ja, ja, nya. That anuswara becomes the nasal. Dharmanchara. The way you when you say it, you say dharmanchara. Okay, the yak, the cha, cha, ja, ja, nya kara comes there.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes.
So when we say we say Sanskrit, right? Like there's a O, we add a Sanskrit.
Sanskrit, yeah.
Okay. So here mala, how do you say this? Because there's
Malayam
no
sutram.
Okay.
That's how. This is easy. Malayam sutram. So you say, that's what I was saying. Like you say it the same way when it is a makara.
Mm-hmm.
But if it is like, for example, this is the dukham tyaja, right? You are writing it as dukham tyaja anuswara sandhi, because there is the makara. But whenever you say it, it would be the the no. That sound comes if it is, you put it as together. It is dukkhan tyaja. The nakara comes in there. In that. The anunasika. The anunasika is the sort of opposite of the anuswara. You know what I mean? The anunasika is changed to anuswara, and anuswara is changed to anunasika. And that is like optionally you do that sometimes. Like for example, when you are teaching the Gita chanting for children, whenever if this is what it is, then this anuswara is pronounced as nakara. Dukkhan tyaja. Pustakam pashya. Here the makara only comes when you say it, the way you pronounce it. But the anuswara sandhi, that makara is changed to as anuswara in writing, when you write it. Okay? It's a little bit confusing, but when you read it, you will come to know. And whenever there is sha, wa, ya, there is no change in that case. It is vinam, the makara only comes when you read it. But vinam, the makara is changed to anuswara. That is why it is the anuswara sandhi. Like vanim vande, ramam bhajami, harim vande. For example, karyam kuru. Even though that makara is changed to anuswara, the way when you say it is karyam kuru. The ka, ka, ga, ga, no. Like for example, Ganga. When you are writing in the middle of the word, Ganga. Gam, ga is there. However, you say it as ka, ka, ga, ga. No, that anuswara is pronounced as ka, ka, ga, ga. No. Okay, are you getting it? I'm seeing blank faces, whichever I can see, like two. The others I can't. So please, if you have any confusions, any questions, please ask. Okay? So that is the Anuswara Sandhi. And next one is in the Parasavarna, right?
Yes.
Parasavarna is Anuswarasya Yai Parasavarna. Say like the ma or na occurring within the word is changed to anuswara, and when followed by consonant except sh, sa, ha is changed to the one that I was talking to you about. The anuswarasya yai parasavarna is changed into the nasal of the following consonants. That is what we just talked about. Okay? Like ankita, if it is within a word, that the makara is changed to anuswara, however, the anuswara is read or written as the ka, ka, ga, ga, no, the nasal of that class. The kavarga, ka, ka, ga, ga, no, the ankita. All right? Then the next, there's another one as part of it, as Torli is the sutra. Like if it is a consonant of the group is followed by la, the consonant of the the group changes to la. Tallinaha, like Ullekhaha, Jagat Lakshmi, Jagal Lakshmi, like that. Okay, we can look at some examples of those. Parasavarna. Like here, Vilasal Lanka. What is the vicheda of that?
Vilasat Lanka.
Vilasat Lanka.
Vilasit Lanka.
Vilasat Lanka. Vilasal Lanka. Like Jagat Layaha. Jagal Layaha. What is the 12th one?
Shrutimat.
Shrutimat.
Shutrim.
Shrutimat plus lo.
Shrutimat Loke. Shrutimal Loke. Okay.
So Kumuji,
Yes.
this morning I happened to go into a YouTube channel. I was short on time. I wanted to look at all this Swara Sandhi, Vyanjana Sandhi, and Visarga Sandhi.
Which YouTube channel were you looking at?
Okay, let me see. It is not the greatest channel. It's by Kailash Sharma.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I don't
So-
know that. Okay.
That's okay. There are a handful of websites.
Uh-huh.
So what I see from that is, I just want to share my observation.
Sure.
Dirgha Sandhi is the only most intuitive Sandhi that is out there.
Dirgha Sandhi.
Yeah, that's the easiest one.
Yes, of course.
That is the most easiest one.
Yes. It is.
And,
It is.
For example, Vyanjana Sandhi, some of the Sandhis, they are not intuitive. Have to, first column of Vyanjanas, ka, cha, and so on, they change to third column of Vyanjanas, ga, and so on. So these require, some of the words, because we kind of like, what's it? Allayaha, that plus layaha, we kind of got in the flow. So we are able to guess, and also we kind of guess the breakup of the words. So we give it a shot, and they are coming to be those. So I am thinking these require practice.
Yes, of course.
That's what I meant to say.
All of it requires practice.
That is what I meant to say.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
They are not
it
very
does.
intuitive. You have to know the.
Yeah.
true-
You have to read and try to divide up even the individual words, like Ramashete, for example. Right? So why is it Ramas? Because we don't see that normally, right? But it is the visarga that changes to sakara. Or sakara Ramaha, when that pratyaya sa is applied to the root word Rama, that sakaramas, that becomes visarga due to some other sutra that is there. That is also a sandhi. Because all these, when you say Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha, right? What are those called?
Vibhaktis.
Vibhakti.
Yeah. Those are vibhaktis. But what are those declensions of? They are the subantas. Sup anta. Right? Sup pratyayas are for the nouns. And for the kriyapadas, we have, for the verbs, we call tinganta. Ting pratyayas. Those are the main divisions in words in Sanskrit. Either it's a noun or a verb. Noun may be derived from verb. But when it is declined, that is a subanta. Sup pratyayas are added. And these are all the sup pratyayas. When you say Ramaha, Ramau, that au is there. That is like another pratyaya that is added to Rama. Right? So, all these, how did it become Ramau? It applies to the sandhi rule. So, within the words also, there are sandhis. But when we do normally when we do the sandhi vichhed in our normal reading, it is not within the word, but in two words, like two different words, we have the sandhis that we see normally come across. But like I said, Rajna, when you do the Rajan word decline, there is Rajna, Tritiya Vibhakti, right? So how did that Rajan become Rajna? There is also, it applies to the sandhi rules with the pratyayas. So it is not very, like, you have to practice, you have to read and see. But for now, let us not go into like more of within the words sandhis, but at least if we can split like two different words when they come together. For example, when we see a samasa, samasic word, whenever we are studying any literature. So when you see a samasika word, in the vigraha vakya, each word is in a pratipadika, its root word, like Rama, right? So there's no vibhakti added to it, and that's how we know the word is a samasa and not a sandhi. However, those words can be combined into a sandhi, into one word having another sandhi there, right? Purusha uttamaha, purushottamaha, for example. Uttamaha, purushaha, purushottamaha, right? So there, purusha and uttama are two words, but we know it is not, even though there is a sandhi, you cannot split that word. You see, you have to read it as purushottama because it is a samasika word, like that. So those sandhis also, if we know, it becomes easier to understand the meanings of those when you have the words, individual words in them. Okay? yeah, as you said, it's not very
Intuitive.
intuitive, yes. So unless you go into the details and keep doing it, it is not. So the next one is, we did that, right? Torli, Parasavarnam. And next would be Shchutva. That is Torli. Shchutva. Okay. So let me stop this, or let me take it further. Okay. I'm going to share this, the same. You are able to see the PowerPoint slide, right? Or no?
Yes, we are able to see, but maybe you can put it in presentation mode. Or maybe make it bigger.
Yeah, I think I can make it bigger. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want the presentation mode, then
Okay.
I kind of...
Now we can see.
Yeah, okay. So, Shchutva Sandhi. And what is the Shchutva Sandhi? Stoho, Shchuna, Shchuhu. Stoho. I'll go in little bit detail. I had little time to look at what Sto, Shchuna, Shchuhu is, the meaning. And maybe that might help you to understand the sutras as you go. Stoho. Stoho is sa and ta. Stu. Sa, half. Wait, let me bring a slide and see if I can get that. Is it because I'm sharing? Okay. Sto is toho is off. The sixth case, right? Sa, English still. Okay. Sa and ta. Whenever ta is, it is written as tu with in the Panini's grammar, but that is how it comes in as toho. It is sa and ta together, stuhu. Let's just do it as stuhu. Stuhu and stoho is off stuhu. What happens of sa and ta? Shchuna. And whenever they are in contact with sha and chavarga, what happens? Chakara or shakara and chakara come as adesha. So the sakara tavargayoho sakara tavargayoho shakara chavargabhyam yoge So here now I have to write like that because it is in the middle of the sentence. You get it, what I was talking about, the Anuswara and Makara?
Yeah.
Even though you were saying Vargabhyam, Shakara, Chakara, Vargabhyam, Yoge. Yoge is Yoge. Shakara, Chakara, Vargao, Staha. So, Chakara, Chakara, vargau staha. So that is the meaning. That is like the Vartika. Vartika is like I was talking to you at the beginning, Vakyakaram Vararuchim. Those are the people who gave us what the meaning is in a sentence form of this of this sutra. So, sakara tavargayoho. Whenever there is sakara and tavarga, shakara chavarga abhyam yoge. When they are in contact with shakara and chakara, the letters of the chakara, what happens? Shakara chakara vargau staha. It becomes the shakara and the respect corresponding chakara varga. Okay? That is what it means. Now, is that what it is? For example, here actually, let us do that later. If you look at the Ramas Shete, in your book, you have Ramas Shete. So, it is actually when you split the sandhis in when we are reading, we say Ramaha Shete. So, how did Ramaha Shete became Rama Shete? Because Ramaha Visarga comes from the word Ramas, because that Sup Pratyaya for the Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachan is that Sa. So Ramas Shete. So that is the Sakara. It comes in contact with Shakara of Shete. Then what happens? The Shakara comes into Adesha. Shakara comes as Adesha. That is why you have a double Sha. The Sa in the first word, Ramas, is changed to Shakara. Like Manas Chanchalam. Manas Chanchalam. The next one. Manaha. Again, Manaha Chanchalam. Chanchalam Manas. So, like you, if Chanchalam hi Manah Krishna. Pramathi Balavadhanuhu. You see that in Bhagavad Gita. But the words are there, the opposite, so we don't have the sandhi there. But if it is Manas Chanchalam, so Chanchalam hi Manaha Krishna, he says in that one. So that Manaha is actually Manas. So Manas Chanchalam, Manas Chanchalam. Again, the Sakara is changed to Shakara. And then is Mahat Chakram. Mahat Chakram. Sat Chit. Actually, this one is little bit doubtful for me, because if we apply the sutras from Panini, it won't be actually Shchutva Sandhi that comes into picture, because where did it go? So the word here, are you able to see this? I can get bigger fonts a little.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So here, Sat Chit actually is Sad Chit, based on our Jhalam Jashonte rule. Whenever the word ends in the ta, it changes to the third letter, even by itself. It is not like the word is a sat, but it changes to the sad and chit. Sad chit. That is the Jhalam Jashonte. Which is that sandhi? Is the Jastva sandhi, the first. And this sad changes to Saj based on this Shchutva sandhi. Right? We just read Stosh Chunash Chuhu here. Sad Chit is Stos, stoho, tuna, tunash. So it is that. But then Saj Chit is not. How does the ja became cha again? Is khari cha, using khari cha. Because khari cha is our chartva sandhi. What is the chartva sandhi? We learned that, right? In the last class. So the consonants except the nasals, and when followed by hard consonants, substitute the first letter of their group. So here, Saj is changed to
Cha.
Cha. So Sach and Chit. And that is our Kharija. So even though we say it is Jastva, Sat Chit immediately changes. But always you need to apply these rules step by step. Otherwise, sometimes we may go wrong in getting to the final word. Kharija. That is the rule. So, Stosh Chunash Chuhu gets you here. But Sat Chit becomes Sat Chit using these stepwise, Tripada. You have 1, 2, and 3rd step in there. Okay? So you have to remember to put the proper rules which are there always. Then only we'll come to the final right. And this again will come from practice. But for us now, we always say, oh, Sat Chit, so it changed to Cha, so it is Chutva Sandhi. But technically it is wrong, even though like most of the normally we take it like that. But that's not technically correct. Okay? So remember that. So we can look at the examples. And again, this one is not just one follows the other, but it can be like the other way around as well. So, no, this is truth. Sorry. So, it can be the other way around as well. That's why I put Purva Varna and Paravarna. So, it can be like Sa first, followed by Sha, Cha, Cha, Ja, Cha, Ya. Or these could be the starting ones and in the Purva Varna, and these could be in the Paravarna. Doesn't matter. So when they come together, yoge, doesn't matter whether it is a Purva Varna or a Paravarna. So the rule would be the same, like that, the Adesha. Okay? Remember that one. So that is our Chutva Sandhi. And let us see examples. Again, we talked about I don't know what is this one. Maybe some typo there. Guni Jaya, I don't know. Okay. Here. Anyacha.
Anyasa? Anyas?
Anyat cha.
Anyacha.
Anyat cha. Anyat cha. Again, here anyat would become anyad. Same. Right? With the last example I showed you. So then anyaj and ja becomes cha, anyaj. Alright? So, tachintyam.
Tat plus chintyam.
Chintyam. Yeah, tachintyam.
A question. How do you know if it's sa or if it's the, like if it's ending with sa or the?
By practice. Because if it were sa, remember what would be the adesha there? Shakara.
Cha.
Right? Because if it ends in sa, then it is
Yeah.
shakara. Yeah? Like Ramas Shete.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Sakara becomes shakara.
Okay,
Whereas takara becomes chakara.
got it.
Tavarga
Okay.
becomes chavarga. Right? Like that.
Okay.
So it is anyat because it is a chakara, cha is double. So the first has to be the ta.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Ujjivanam.
Jivanam.
Ud.
Ud. Why ud? Because it is ut. By chalam jashonte, it always becomes the dakara. Ujjivanam. That is why. Cha, ja. So dakara, the ja. Cha, ja, ta, da becomes ja. Ujjivanam. Okay? Ujjivanam. Then Tachintyam.
Tat plus Chinmaya.
Chintyam.
First letter.
But again, remember that this is what we take it. However, technically, this is not 100% correct. Understand what I'm telling you? With that example, Satchit. My previous example,
Oh, okay.
PowerPoint.
So is Chutwa like a shortcut to skip all those, or?
It is not a shortcut,
Okay.
but when you apply the because it's easier for us to remember. And Sat Chit, that is what it is when you split the words, right? However, how you come there is different. And technically, this is correct because of there is a rule wherein the Chutva has to come the way they the number of the sutras in Panini's Ashtadhyayi, it has to come in a increasing numbers, say one after the other, and all these are in that order, and that's why you need to apply them in that order. Whenever there is when you need to apply a rule, you need to apply that first, which is like the lesser number. That is also very important. So the people, that's why I'm saying it becomes very confusing if you go into the details of the sutras and how they are applied. Okay? So this is the right way, like grammatically, technically to be correct. However, when we are learning now, tat chintyam, tat chintyam, the ta is changed to cha, which is the right rule for Chutva Sandhi. But since tat is changed, it changes to the, no matter whether there is anything else after that or not. That is our Jhalam Jashonte. It doesn't have to be the Paravarna has to be there. That is not a condition. Even if it is end of a word, then it changes to tat. So dakara comes in. That is why. Okay. All right. Now, this one.
Etad.
Etat jnatva.
Jnatva.
So here also etad became etad, and etad changed to ja,
That is to ja.
and jnatva, etad jnatva. Okay. Tat tajwalati.
Tat plus jwalati.
Tad jwalati. And why is it tad again? Now when you are splitting this, you split it as tad and then jwalati. But originally it is tat. Tat became tad, and then you apply this root. Tad jwalati. Then kiyat chiram.
Kiyat plus
Kiyat.
chiram.
Yet
Yes,
chiram.
chiram.
Ah,
Yeah. Then
Mat.
Mat
Mat
chakram.
plus
Chakram.
chakram.
mat chakram. I think here something he wanted to put, but it changed to, I had to ask him, what is that? Sharginjayaha pravritti, but I don't know why.
Yeah, I think they're mystery words, Guruji.
Yeah,
You have to guess the word. as well.
yeah, I have to ask him. No, like when sometimes what you do, when you type in something and they change to PDF,
Oh.
if you have not saved the Word document in and with the fonts in it, then when it changes to the printable document PDF, it doesn't bring out all the formatting in there, and it messes up with the characters because he uses this Baraha software to do this. And when you do that, you have to get into the first Word and then convert it to PDF. So when you do that, if you don't save the Word document with the fonts in it, the save options, then sometimes it happens. But even otherwise, sometimes when it reformats it, it just messes up the characters. So I don't know how to get rid of those mistakes. But anyway, so that is our Shchutva Sandhi. Okay. Then next one is Shtutva. Shtutva. Let's see. Did I write Shtutva? I'm not so sure if I came up to Shtutva. Okay. Okay. Shtutva. Again, here also it is Purva Varna, Paravarna, both. It is interchangeable. So Sakara and Tavarga come in union with Shakara and Tatadadhana. Then Adesha is the Shakara and Tatadadhana in that. So it is Sa is followed by Sha, or the consonant of the group Ta. Sa is changed to Ra. So you have again Ramas Shashtaha in your examples. If you look, Rama Shashtaha, the Sakara is changed to Shakara. And next one, Dhanus Tankaraha. Tankara, what is Tankara?
Sound. Sound.
That especially the sound when you tie the bowstring that tightly, and when you like vibrate it, like it gives, and that is called the Tankara. That is Dhanus Tankara. Dhanush Tankara. The Sakara is changed to Shakara. Again, why Dhanus? Same. Prathama Ekvachan. Dhanuhu. Dhanush Tankara. So, Balas Shashtaha. Balas Shashtaha. Then here is the next one that they have given the examples of. If the consonants of the group followed by the consonants of the t group, or t group followed by the t group, either way, okay, then the adesha is t, 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 no. So the examples given here we can look at here. Balas shashtaha. Balas shashtaha. What's the next one?
Tat
Tat plus tika.
tika.
Tattika. So now it is tat,
Plus
ta is changed to t. Dhanushtankaraha. Oh,
It is the second group.
This is
British.
It is in the second group.
Dhanus, right? We just read that. Dhanushtankaraha. Dhanushtankaraha. Then
Mahad
plus
Mahad.
dindim.
Mahad
Mahad.
dindim.
dindimam. Dindim, it should be dindimam
Mahad.
or dindimaha
Indimaha.
or dindimam, not dindim, dindimam or dindimaha. That's a type of it. Again here, see, you have to break it as mahad. However, what would be the word? It is mahat with a t. But then that t has changed to the. So mahad dendimam. Mahad dendimam. So dakara changed to the third letter, the third letter of that tavarga. Then
Ut plus nayanam.
Uddayanam.
Dayanam.
Ut plus nayanam.
Uddayanam.
Why ud instead of ut? Because it is, you see a d, so it has to be a third letter. And again, upasarga is actually ut, but it changes to ud due to our jhalam jashonte.
I think Uddayanam means airport, right?
Uddayanam is flying out,
Flying out.
flying up. Ut is up, flying up, flying up.
Okay.
Uddayanam.
Uddayanam.
That is why the departures are Uddayanam. If you see now,
Oh, right.
they have Hindi boards now.
Correct.
Uddayan, Agaman, or Udan comes from that, this only. In
Right,
Hindi
right.
also. Yeah. The next one.
Syad
Syat
dhakka.
dhakka.
Yeah, I don't, let me check. What is this? Dhakka. Yes. Is that somebody's clock?
I think it's mine. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Dhakka is a large or a double drum. Okay. Syad dhakka. So there was a drum when you want to say probably that it's just an example somewhere, wherever. Syad dhakka. Again here it is syat. But that takara is changed to dakara, and dakara is changed to dakara with shtutva. Okay, next one.
Marud Dindimam.
Dindimam. Okay, again the same. Okay. Bruhat Tankashala.
Brihat Tankashala.
Bruhat Tankashala. What is Tankashala?
Press.
Mint.
Press.
Mint.
Yeah, where they do the currency.
That's mint.
Currency. Mint, yeah.
A mint.
Bruhat Tankashala means, is it a very large Tankashala?
Brihat is big, large. Yeah. Bhayakrit Damaraha.
Bhayakrid
Bhayakrit plus
Damara.
Damaraha.
Damaraha. What is Damaraha?
Damara. Damaruka? Is that kind of Damaruka? What is Damaraha? I haven't heard Damaraha. I heard Damaruka.
Surprise.
Bayakru.
Damara is terrific. Awful, dreadful. So Bhayakrit Damaraha. Damaraha is terrific. Like that. It creates the Bhaya. Bhayakrit Damaraha. Bhayakrit Damaraha. Whatever is the fearful that creates fear. Damara is fearsome, terrific, awful. Okay? Or an uproar. Any surprising sight. Okay, that is one of the names. But I think it should be like uproar, a big loud sound that creates the fear in you. That is Bhayakrit Damaraha. Okay. So that is the Tutva. I need to find something. Maybe I'll tell Uncle to do that with his son. Because it's better when you read something which has these words and then you can split them instead of like just taking one word by word and, going through it. That way you will have the meaning of, you can have an experience of how you can split the words based on what the context is. That context is also very important in Sanskrit literature, because one word has different meanings, different ways of splitting. Like, for example, Hari has like a page full of meanings. So, Harishete, either is the monkey, elephant, or Narayana, who is sleeping. So like that you can make out the context also. We'll see if maybe next year we'll keep that handy. Okay. So Ujjwalaha. What is Ujjwalaha? How do you split it?
Ud plus Jwalaha.
Udjwala.
Ud.
Ud plus Jwalaha. Ujjwalaha. Oh, I think that was that near letter, Mahanjayaha. Okay. But why did it go there? Okay. Mahanjayaha is that Nakara has come into the last one of the
Group.
group, but Nakara is corresponding consonant of the T group. I don't know why is it here though, because it is No is the consonant of T group. So I think it's a wrong example in this. It should go into either Anunasika or Anuswara Sandhi.
Yeah.
No, Anunasika Sandhi actually. Because that Mahan Nakara is changed to Cha 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 Nya of that class. So that is not the right one here. All right. Then is our next Sandhi is Purva Savarna Sandhi in your book on page 96.
Purvas plus Savarna. Except
12.2.8 we are looking at. If her comes after any of the first 4 letters of a group, the her is optionally changed to the 4th letter of that group. So the example given in your book is Vak Hari. Let's see if I need the slide for that. I don't remember.
Vagadvani. Vagadvani.
So the first 4 letters are the Purva Varna and Paravarna is Pa. Then it is changed to the 4th letter of that Varga. And there is a, if there's one, what is called, for the rule, exception. So if there is Ud Upasarga and the end is the, and the dhatu comes from stha or stam, dhatvoho, sakara comes first, then it is the tha is the agama. So because of the, according to the proper rule, it should have been, when the came, the adesha should have been the. But instead of that, it is the adesha is tha when you have ud as upasarga and stha. Like for example, uttishtha. Ud plus tishtha. No, wait, not tishtha. Stha or stambha. Sorry, that's a different one. Let's see, what's the example I didn't write down? So, like ut plus sthanam, if it was there. So ut is the wood becomes wood, then that wood is changed to tha. Instead of the, it is changed to tha. Utthanam. That is a exception to this above rule in this whatever you see. Because even though if it is ending in the and the adesha should have been the, but because it is the sakara of stha dhatu or stambha dhatu, then it is changed to tha. That is the exception for that. Okay. So in your book, you have the example of patat imam. So that patat has become patadhimam. Patadhimam. So optionally, you can either put the or you can just change that the to the third letter. You change it optionally, like here. Vaghinaha. What is the
Vak plus hinaha.
Vaghinaha. That ha is changed to ka, kha, ga, the fourth letter of that class. Then
Prak plus hasitva.
Prak plus hasitva. Prag hasitva. Next one.
Jagat hitam.
Jagat hitam. Jagat hitam. Then tadhi.
Hi. Tat hi.
Tat plus he. Tathi. Yeah, that's
Tat hetukam.
Tat hetukam. Tat hetukam. The dha. Tat became dha.
Mahat plus hasyam.
Mahadhasyam. Yeah.
Mahat plus hasyam.
Samrat haridram.
Samrat
haridram.
But this is a da here.
Da.
The ha is changed to the fourth letter, right?
Samrat becomes da. Samrat dari.
Then ha is changed to
Dha.
dha. Because it is the Samrad Haridram. Samrad Haridram. Samrat became Samrad first. And then that Samrad Haridram, that Haridra became the ha changed to tha. Because da. The fourth letter. Ha is changed to the fourth letter of that class. Right? Ha is optionally changed to the fourth letter of the group. So what is the fourth letter of the ta group? Da. Then
Saradaya Drishtaha.
Excuse me.
Sahyad plus hashtaha.
Drishtaha.
Sahyad.
Sarudrushtaha.
Sahrad.
Ishtaha.
Sahrad ishtaha. Sahrad ishtaha.
Sarudrushtaha.
Drishtaha.
Okay.
So that ha is changed to the fourth letter of that group. Surud Drushtaha. Surudrushtaha. Okay. Then
Bhrajat plus haranyam.
Hiranyam.
Oh, hiranyam.
Prachad plus
Hiranyam.
Hiranyam.
Yeah. Brajat.
Himam. Patat himam.
Patat himam. Patat himam.
Plus himam.
Dik plus
Dik
hasti.
plus dharat.
Hasti.
Hasti.
Hasti. Dighasti.
Dighasti.
Dig plus hasti.
Tat plus itaha.
Dighasti, same as Diggaja. Hasti is the elephants, where we have like 8 elephants at 8 directions, right? So, Dighasti. Dighasti, Dighasti.
Tat
Then?
plus hitaha.
Tat
plus itaha.
hitaha. Tat hitaha. Yeah. Okay. That is our Purva Savarna Sandhi. As I said, you have to. Does he give you like small compositions to read?
No.
Not
No,
Not yet.
Not
Okay, maybe in the later. All right. So I think it is 11:43. Let us stop here. And probably next week, I think he is going to take, starting from, maybe I can tell him, start from Chatwa, because we finished up to 12 to 8.
So, Kumudidi, Guruji, so the two, maybe like 2 or 3 or maybe 4 sandhis that we looked at today, some of the words, I mean, some words are intuitive, some words never even heard those words before.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
the one with the two das in it, never even heard that word.
Yeah. That is true. But Panini has written grammar for even like if there is only 1 or 2 examples there. He has either an exception to the rule, he has put that word and that rule in there. So all of them are there and he applies to all of them. So everything that Sanskrit is about, he has rules for all of them. Whether we know them or not is not of any question here. Right?
Okay, Guruji.
So,
I will spend a little more time in these combinations.
And you have to see, like, how much do we read? I mean, we say we don't come across these words. Maybe they are. The literature that we are reading doesn't have it. And it is vast, right? You cannot make a interpretation like that. It must be somewhere there. That is why he has put it, right? How much is our reading compared to what the Sanskrit literature, the world of Sanskrit literature is? Out of that, how much have we read? How much do we know? That's a very little portion. And out of that, we are looking at such little, very, very small part of this grammar. Right?
Agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Okay. Someone please do the closing prayers.
ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते हरि ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः